Hello people, tonight's Saturday night. This is my NFL week 3 predictions video. Okay, let's get started. First matchup I'll be talking about, a big matchup in the NFL. The Titans take on the Giants. The Titans played well enough last week in a tragic losing effort. The Giants, both teams come off losing big games, but I think the Giants with the home field advantage should take care of business. Cincinnati and Carolina. Cincinnati. Dallas and Houston. Dallas needs this game. I know this is only week 3, but look at it. The Cowboys are 0-2. They lost to a mediocre Chicago Bears last week. Houston is 2-0. They beat the defending AFC champions, the Colts, and they beat a tough Washington team in overtime last week, coming from behind. Now, it's a toss-up. I mean, the Cowboys are this, they're that. The Texans would be an obvious choice, but I think the Cowboys, with the way both teams play, I'm going to go with the Cowboys here, surprisingly. San Francisco and Kansas City. The Chiefs are 2-0. They have a good enough start. I think the 49ers are good enough, a better team. So I'm going to go with the 49ers. Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has struggled to be 1-1. Pittsburgh got 2 big wins so far this year. They beat Atlanta, which was a surprise. Most people thought would beat the Titans. So I'm going to go with Pittsburgh being Tampa Bay here. Buffalo and New England. Buffalo has struggled in their first 2 games. New England had a minor setback last week. Both teams coming off losses. I'm going to go with the Patriots here. Cleveland and Baltimore. Detroit and Minnesota. With the way Detroit has played, they played a lot better than Minnesota. Minnesota has struggled in their first 2 games. But I think Minnesota should take care of business, and Brett Favre should have a pretty nice game. Now, one of the big matchups in the NFL this week, the Falcons and the Saints. NFC South implications in this showdown. Now, the Falcons have a lot to prove, considering they are 1-1. They took care of business big time versus the Cardinals last week. The Saints haven't looked that well in their first 2 games. But I think when it comes down to it, the home field advantage and overall the Saints are a slightly better team than the Falcons. I'm going to have to go with the Saints. Washington and St. Louis. St. Louis has not played that bad in their first 2 weeks. Washington has been a team poised to do success with the acquisition of Donovan McNabb. I'm going to go with Washington to win here. Another 4-o'clock game. The Jaguars and the Eagles. Vic, just too much. Now, a road test for the Colts. The Colts have to face the Broncos. I know the Broncos aren't the best team in the NFL, but they are a team that can sure put out points, and they're in the Vesco Field. Peyton Manning has to set the offense straight, and I think the Colts should take care of business. Oakland and Arizona. I'll go with Arizona. San Diego, Seattle, San Diego. The 4 o'clock, a big matchup in the NFL. The Jets and the Dolphins, Sunday Night Football. Now, you don't know what to get from both teams, but I think I'm going to go with the Dolphins here, considering what they did last week to the Vikings. I mean, they dominated the Vikings. They beat down the Vikings. And the last match, Monday Night Football, not really interested in. Chicago, they have came up off an upset win. I don't think the Packers should take them I think the Packers should take them very seriously, considering what they did with the Cowboys. But I'm going to go with the Packers here to win. So this is my NFL Week 3 predictions. Okay, bye.